When was the last time you did a deep squat? I mean, a really deep squat, sitting down low and holding that position. Can you hold it for 30 seconds, 1 minute, 5 minutes? So I saw this challenge and I immediately wondered if I could do it. So I decided to test myself. If you're new here, my name is Laura and I turned 61 in June. And I am currently on the rooftop of my apartment in Da Nang, Vietnam. I am doing laundry and I thought this would be a great time to do this squat. And why am I in Vietnam? Well, I'm checking it out to see if it's a place I might want to retire. Now, I was trying to set my Fitbit for 5 minutes, but I couldn't figure it out. So I did not actually know how long I was squatting. So I'm gonna just go ahead and put the timer on right now. There you go. And you're gonna see that I actually squatted longer than 5 minutes. So when the timer runs out, I'm still gonna be squatting. Just try to ignore that fact. Now, join me for as long as you can. If you need to stop, that's okay. Maybe you can do 30 seconds or a minute, I don't know. But let's see how long you can go. While I'm doing this, let's talk about why squats are so important. I know a lot of people think about squats as something to do at the gym to build your legs or your butt, and yes, of course, that's part of it. But honestly, as we get older, strong legs are about so much more than that. Your legs literally carry you through your life. Not only do they help you get up from a chair or get up from the floor or climb stairs, but to me, it's important because they help you walk through a huge airport when you have a suitcase and a carry-on and you're trying to find your gate. And they help you walk around a new city all day. Like, that's the kind of life that I want. And I don't want to be the type of person that says that they can't do it anymore because they're tired. I want to be able to keep traveling. I want to play pickleball. I want to hike. I want to explore. So honestly, that's one of the reasons I care so much about strength, because strength gives you all these options. Now, if you're doing this with me and you're thinking there's no way I can get that low, don't worry. There are a lot of reasons why that actually might be difficult. So maybe you haven't done this movement in years, or maybe your hips are tight, or maybe your ankles don't have flexibility like they used to. And a deep squat actually requires a lot of mobility, especially in your ankles. And if you spend a lot of time sitting, like a lot of us do, your body really isn't used to getting into that position. So you can modify it. You can hold onto a chair or a counter, or you can go halfway down or take a break. Like, I'm totally not judging you. The point of this is to just challenge yourself. And actually, by this point, my knees were actually starting to bother me a little bit. So I started shifting my position a little bit, trying to find something a little more comfortable. And then I said, okay, I need to distract myself. And so I distracted myself with the sounds of the city. And what I could hear in the background was construction. And that is one thing you'll hear a lot in Da Nang. It is growing pretty quickly. A lot of apartment buildings are going up and cafes are opening, new cafes and new businesses are coming in, new roads and infrastructure. So Da Nang will give you that feeling of a city that is still becoming. It's quite different from Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City. It has a completely different feeling. It is much smaller, it's much slower paced. There are definitely urban areas. I think there's like 1.5 million people here. So Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City are a lot larger. But Da Nang has the beach. I don't know if you knew that, but Da Nang has an incredible beach. There's the ocean right here. And for someone like me coming from a place with cold winters, the idea of walking outside in warm weather every day is great. No snow, no blizzards, and no scraping ice off my car. So that's a huge plus. And also the people have been incredibly kind. The food is amazing. And the coffee culture is out of this world. I did not realize that Vietnamese coffee was such a big thing, but there is coffee everywhere and there's so many flavors. On every block there's a coffee shop, and they have salt coffee and egg coffee and coconut coffee and all these different flavors. And I don't know, I just didn't expect to love Vietnamese coffee as much as I do, especially since I lived in Ethiopia. And I love Ethiopian coffee, but this is a totally different type of coffee. It's very sweet, it's very flavorful. But anyway, there are coffee shops everywhere, there are cafes everywhere, and they love pickleball here, which is really exciting for me because that is my new favorite sport. So if you are into pickleball, you will find places to play all over the city. So there's so many things to think about when you're moving somewhere new. It's not just about where you're going to live and the cost of living, but can you build a life here? And I feel like because Da Nang is a little bit smaller, that it feels easier to build community. And I've only been here like 2 or 3 weeks, but there are people here from all over the world. It has a really growing international community. So I noticed that there are a lot of Russians and a lot of Americans and Europeans and Australians. That's who I have come across. but it's not going to feel like a Bangkok or a Kuala Lumpur. I mean, it's not like crazy diverse like that, but there's definitely a foreign community here, especially around the beach areas. So if that appeals to you, you will like Da Nang. So how are you doing on the squat? There are just under 30 seconds left of this 5-minute challenge, although I guess I didn't call it a 5-minute challenge. I just called it a deep squat challenge. But I was happy that the time was almost up, even though I didn't really know how much time I had left. I was hoping it was going to be up because I was starting to boil at this point. I had to put my hair up. It was so hot. It gets so humid here. Anyway, the time is up right now. Bing, the time is up. So how did you do? Did you last the entire 5 minutes? Now, as you can see, I have put the text where the timer was because that's kind of a weird position to have your legs like open right there on the screen. So I now have text on the screen where the timer was. In case you were wondering, that's why. Now, I'm just going to keep talking until the video is up. And so let's talk about retiring abroad. So like I mentioned, I'm American and people are leaving America in droves for many reasons. Like I mentioned, affordability has gotten crazy expensive. And there are other reasons which I'm not going to go into, but people are leaving the US and I am one that is highly considering leaving and retiring overseas. So Vietnam is definitely one option. And I'm going to talk about the things that I'm considering that I factor in when I think about moving abroad. So I already mentioned affordability. I think I mentioned that. Community, weather. So those are things I've already talked about. But also healthcare is huge. You need to go to a place, especially if you're retiring in your 50s, 60s, 70s, you need to go to a place with good healthcare. An international airport nearby is very important. Good food is very important to me. Diversity is important. And then the boring things like, can you even get a visa there? Can you get residency? Can you get citizenship? And also taxes. What percentage of taxes are coming out of your pension? Like, you have to really factor these things in. You have to think about these things. So Vietnam is on the list. Thailand is on the list. There are many other places that I would consider. Panama, Colombia, South Africa, Mexico, Portugal, Spain, France, South Africa, the Netherlands, the Philippines, Italy, Costa Rica, Ghana, Kenya, Puerto Rico, U.S. Virgin Islands. Okay, we're getting close to the end of this challenge. And yes, I've spent the entire summer trying to figure out where I want to live next. But you know what? That's only half the equation because it doesn't matter how beautiful the beach is or how affordable the rent is or how amazing the coffee is if I don't have the health and the strength to enjoy it. I want to be able to walk on the beach. I want to be able to wander through new cities for hours. I want to be able to play pickleball. I want to be able to hike. I want to be able to carry my own suitcase to the airport. I want to be able to say yes when life offers me an adventure. And that is why this matters. This is not really about holding a squat. It's about investing in the person that I want to be 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now. So if you're thinking about your own next chapter, don't just think about where you want to live. Think about the kind of life you want to live and whether you are preparing your body to enjoy it. Are you with me on this? Do you see the importance of this? It's important. Eat right, sleep well, be mobile, get your walk in, get your squats in, lift heavy. Don't forget that, lift heavy. Meditate, pray, have community, have connections, laugh, and be prepared for your next chapter. Ouch, my knees were hurting at this point. I don't even know how long I actually squatted, but I hope you made it as far as you could make it. And if you couldn't make it as long as I did, you can try to do better next time. Thanks for watching my video, and I'm going to shake out my legs now and maybe hit the pickleball court. Okay, maybe not right now. Okay. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.